There we go. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Welcome to Tone on a Budget, folks. Today we're looking at this puppy, the Epiphone Les Paul Jr. I first want to say that this is not like the juniors of the past, with the very entry level, bolt on neck, garbage pickups, garbage tuners, bad fret job. No, this is not that at all. This guitar is actually really nice. It's got a beautiful finish. Okay, front and back. It's gorgeous. It's all mahogany. It only comes in one color, and that's this tobacco burst, vintage sunburst. There is only one issue with the guitar when you get it. Okay, and I'll get to that in a minute. This is basically a reissue of a Gibson 1956 Les Paul Jr., the student model that they came up with back in 1956. It's got a really thick neck, which I like. This neck. This neck, you feel like you're hanging onto something. It's substantial. It has the single P90 pickup here down near the bridge. It has, now this is where it gets really cool, okay? It has the lightning bar compensated bridge, which the Gibson doesn't even have. The Gibson just has, you just wrap it over. There's no compensation at all. You just got to move the bridge back and forth with these little adjustments here on the back in order to get the thing intonated. This one, it's already started for you. You just got to move it around a little bit. It has a compensated bridge. It has a P90 Pro pickup, which actually sounds pretty dang good. It's hot. It crunches up really nicely. The fret job on this thing is fantastic. There are no sharp fret ends at all. This is a quality fret job through and through, across the top and down the sides. They're dressed really nice. They could probably stand maybe a little polishing, but that's about it. The action on this thing is fantastic. I mean, look at this. That is a low action, every bit as good as any American manufactured, supposedly high quality guitar that I've ever played or owned. It's got a synthetic bone nut instead of plastic. It's got Clusion style tuners. They say Epiphone though. It's got CTS pots and a Switchcraft jack. This thing's quality through and through. The only issue, okay, and here it is. The only issue that it has when it comes out of the box, one thing, and a trip down to mojotone.com will fix that. That's where I got mine. This pickup is not close enough to the strings when you get it. And I had to put a 1/16 shim, P90 shim underneath that pickup in order to get it up to the strings where it's supposed to be. The designer of the P90 said that the pickup should be as close to the strings as possible without the strings touching while playing. It's not like a Fender where if you get that pickup too close to the strings, the magnetic field is going to interfere with tuning and intonation. It's not, it doesn't have, the magnets aren't that powerful that they're going to mess with the strings like it will with the Fender style pickups or with humbuckers. You have to, if you get those too close to the strings, they're going to interfere with, the magnetic field is going to be too close. It's going to interfere with the strings. This one, he said that you want to have this pickup as close to the strings as possible. The problem is that it's not close enough. When you first get it and you play it, it's going to sound great. But if you know P90s and you know what the guitar is supposed to sound like, it's going to be lacking a little bit of that zip. You know, that hardcore punky crunch that you want to get out of it is going to be a little subdued. Not much, but it's noticeable. But once you get it up to the proper height, which isn't much, you don't have to do much. Like I said, I used a 1/16 inch shim, and that brought it up to where it needed to be. And to me, that was noticeable from what I got out of the box and this. And I wish I would have recorded it so that I could show it. I could have showed it to you, but I didn't. My bad. You'll have to take my word for it. I'm not the only one on the internet talking about it, so it's true. Lots of people have noticed it and had to do the exact same thing to get this P90 pickup going. It is noisy like a P90 is. The original P90s were the same way. They were super noisy. But let's let me go and turn on the reverb. So I want to. The pickup is very reactive to the volume control. I mean, this is something that you don't need any pedals to play this guitar through your amp. If you've got like an old school tube amp, like right now, I'm playing back behind me. I'm playing through my Black Star, which is it's a tuber. Um, I'm gonna mute the microphone so that you just hear the amp. And what I'm doing here, I think you can see it. I have it's dark because the back of a Sennheiser is black, but I have my Sennheiser microphone on the Black Star. There's no line out coming out to the board. It's just that microphone. So I'm going to mute my mic and let you hear the guitar and just go through, raising and lowering the volume and the tone on this thing so you can see how this reacts. There you have it. That was about 2 or 3 when I first started, just using my thumb. Then I moved it up to 5, and then I cranked it. All right, now I'm going to go through. I'm going to lower the volume and go through the tone settings. Okay, that's different tone settings. Um, I don't notice a whole lot of difference from about 3 on up until I get it wide open. Then it's noticeable that it's got plenty of bite. Um, that could just be the capacitor that they're using. Don't know. Not something I've experimented with yet. But there you have it. This is the Epiphone Les Paul Jr., which is it's like a 56, and this thing's light. It's a lot lighter than my. I've got a Epiphone Les Paul Custom that is just it's a chunk. This thing is, oh, I'm guessing between 7 and 8 pounds. It's not very heavy. Whoops. I like this guitar a lot. This guitar will be in my arsenal for the foreseeable future. It sounds good. It plays well. It looks nice. And it's got that old school appeal, which I like. I like old school. So there you have it. The Epiphone Les Paul Jr. 56 reissue, even if they're not calling it that. I believe it's an under $500 guitar, and you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. This thing's quality fit and finish is really nice. I mean, you can see where the everything's put together. It's very very well manufactured. The fit of everything is great. You know, the strings line up well across the fretboard. You know, the dots are, you know, they're pretty close to being centered. Yeah, maybe not completely, but what do you expect for under $500? I think this is probably one of the best guitars in the under $500 category. Um, Pretty much everything else that I've seen in that category, with the exception of 1 or 2 guitars, is crap. I mean, they're just junk. This thing is far from junk. This is a guitar that you could keep. This guitar you take on stage and play, and it seems to hold its tune well. The tuners seem to be pretty good. It's got the old school plastic knobs on the tuners, like the old 50s tuners. The only difference with that is in the 50s, the tuners were on a metal plate, all three on a side. They call it 3 on a plate. All 3 were on a metal plate, and the whole plate bolted to the back of the headstock instead of individual tuners bolting to the back of the headstock. But other than that, it's very very antique-y like, very vintage like. The truss rod works well. I was able to put the proper amount of relief on this thing, and like I said, I got the action really low because the fret job is really nice. There is not a single fret end sticking out here at all. I mean, this is a really quality job. I'm impressed. And I don't impress easy. Usually I see guitars in this price range, and you've at least got the fret ends and a shitty fret job, and that's not how this is. This is actually a really nice guitar with a good sounding pickup that's put together well. So this is one, if you're looking for something with a P90, this is one definitely consider, because it's definitely an affordable instrument, and it's definitely worth the price. It's worth more than the price. I hope they don't jack the price up on these things, because this is a really nice guitar. Anyway, that's enough of gushing over this Les Paul Jr. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Throw your questions or statements in the comments section. I get back to pretty much everybody who comments. I get back to them, and I interact with everybody. So come on, let's talk about this thing, especially if you have one. I'd like to hear what you think of the guitar. If you act like a jerk, you're gonna get blocked. You put up you know, nasty comments, you know, goodbye. We'll see you later. I've got no time for that. I mean, if you got something productive to say, that's fine. You know, if you got a problem with the guitar and it's something that you from personal experience that you wanna talk about, fine, post that. But if you wanna, you know, just talk crap and disrespect, the manufacturer, disrespect me, whatever, just be a jerk, goodbye. I get that all the time. Somebody has to comment and say something nasty, and I'm telling you, you know what? Save your breath, because as soon as I see it, and I will see it relatively quickly, the comment will be deleted and you will be blocked, and you will never comment on anything again that I post. So, anyway, God bless. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. Bye. Peace.